Welcome back to Behind the Scenes at the Greenwood Military Aviation Museum. My name is Sophie Saunier and I'm your host. And this episode we will carry on our tour of the restoration workshop with shop coordinator Bob Lorenz. And during this episode you will meet the Lancaster team.
Our next big project in the restoration area is the Lancaster. So we're going to start with what you're doing right at the moment in here. You're working on what is called the greenhouse. It's the back end of the canopy, and they had to restore it completely, so you'll see some of the things. And at some point the Lancaster team will tell you what they're going to do. We built a jig so that they could put this on it. So everything starts with this type of work with a jig. Make that, so it's quite a bit of work to do that. Also, you'll see a plastic dome that's made. Some of the things they can do, they have an oven there that they can make curved plastics and bubbles and things like that. We come down here a little bit further. We have a Lancaster chair, the pilot's chair that they're working on refurbishing now. And at the point then we come back down to here is the instrument panel, and you're going to have Andrew talking about in detail how we created this instrument panel. What we talk about in here is the youngest and the oldest are working on this project, and so when you see them talking you're going to get quite a gist of how our volunteers range in age from this to this.
Hi, my name is Dave Sonia. I'm a former major with the Royal Canadian Air Force, and I am a retired aircraft engineer. I've joined the museum 15 years ago to help restore the Avro Lancaster, which we have on an outside display. Right now what I'm working on here is we're replacing the Avro Lancaster's rear canopy section by making an entire new framework for it. We're making it so that it can withstand the elements. Thanks.
Well, good morning and welcome to the Greenwood Military Aviation Museum. My name's Brian Handley. I'm the president and CEO of the museum's Society of Volunteers. I spent 35 years in the Air Force as a navigator in a variety of jobs, being posted 14 times during that 35-year period, but I've retired to the Valley to be part of this great museum. In addition to the administrative duties I perform as president, I'd like to get my hands dirty working on the various aircraft, in particular Lancaster, which is my favorite in our air park. So I've been involved with painting it, helping to put on the decals, and so on.
My name is André Jean, and I volunteer for the museum for 6 years now. And before I used to design electronic parts for the company in Montreal. So now I'm designing the part here for the panel. And I put some light on that. It's hard to see.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Henry Grupeau. I'm currently a serving avionics technician at 413 Squadron, and right now I've been working for the past week on the Lancaster front cockpit panel that we have here. And I've also been part of the flight education program for 413 Squadron, and just shadowing Bob Johnson and a little bit of the helicopter theory that goes along with that. And it's been a very good week. It's been very exciting, learning a little bit more about the search and rescue aspect of 413, and also helicopter theory and Lancaster.
I hope you enjoyed meeting our Lancaster team volunteers, and that you'll be back for episode 3, where we meet the Link Trainer restoration team. And the Link Trainer is pretty much the very first aircraft simulator that started being used just before the Second World War.